Good afternoon. Welcome to Live Lunch for this Valentine's Day, supported by Just Hamburgers in Paducah, now with 2 locations. Serving fresh-made burgers, sides, and more, Just Hamburgers also features a different burger weekly. This week it's the Shipwreck, a double burger topped with pepper jack cheese, grilled pineapple, and chopped green onions. On Facebook at Just Hamburgers. Our guest today, Murray Group Secular Pets, featuring Tim Payton, S. Knox Montgomery, and Matthew Rowan. Tim, welcome.
Hey, Tracy.
You've been recording under this moniker for a long time. I think I first heard of this group on, was it the Once Upon a Time, The End compilation? That would have been a decade ago or more?
About a decade ago, yeah. I think that's maybe 11 or 12 years, something like that, yeah.
And so why was the time right, I guess, now when you started recording this record, which I guess you've been in the process of doing this record for well over a year, I guess.
Right, actually, right on 2 years.
Wow.
Right on 2 years. In this month, 2 years. So I guess Secular Pets started as just kind of like a journal, just kind of like a sonic diary. Grew up playing with these guys, playing in other bands and stuff, and whenever we were just kind of goofing around and record on a tape recorder, we're like, yeah, let's call that Secular Pets. Or if I'm just in my bedroom and, just push record on something, mess around, and, I'll call that Secular Pets. So, but yeah, finally, it just felt like the right time to go into the studio with it.
And people hear a lot about, like, bedroom artists. I mean, literally, this probably started with you in your bedroom and a guitar,
Oh,
right?
Absolutely. Yeah, for sure. Some of these songs I'm going to play today, if I wouldn't have recorded, they were made up on the spot on a tape recorder, and if I wouldn't have recorded them, I would have never. I still play them now. We fleshed them out, obviously, but they would have just been lost.
Well, you were kind enough to give me your set list. The first song is "Scary Helmet."
Scary Helmet.
What do
right?
you want to tell us about this song?
I don't. It's just maybe it comes from. I remember being a kid and putting a helmet on my head, and I felt like it was supposed to protect me, but it just felt horrible on my head. I hated it riding my bike around, and I didn't want to have it on there, so I would take it off. But yeah, I guess that's where that comes from.
I think we've all felt like that. Well,
So.
I can't wait to hear it.
All right, thanks so much for having us. Helpless and charmed to reach for your own arms is too far. I can't believe it, but I want it this way. No, I can't believe it, but I want it this way. No, I can't believe it, but I want it this way.
Secular Pets here on Live Lunch, and
Right.
Tim,
This
these
next
guys.
song is called Busy Minnows. You ready? All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Busy minnows working together, swimming, shimmering little bodies glimmering against the sun. Busy minnows working together, swimming, shimmering little bodies glimmering against the sun. Whole scale, fishing for your only tail and holding bail. Holding bail and bailing for yourself. Busy minnows working together, swimming, shimmery little bodies glimmering against the sun. Busy minnows working together, swimming, shimmery little bodies glimmering against the sun. Whole scale, fishing for your only tail and holding bail and bailing for yourself. Whole scale, fishing for your only tail and holding bail and bailing for yourself.
You're hearing Secular Pets here on Live Lunch. And Tim, these guys have been out on tour for a while. We actually had this scheduled,
Right.
I think, for late last year.
Yeah. I'm so glad. This is my best friends, Matt Rowan, S. Knox Montgomery. Just really grateful to have them here with me. They got a lot going on, and I appreciate them taking time to play with me today.
So up next is a Story of the Shell.
Story of the Shell. That's right. I don't really have a story behind it so much.
The song is the story.
The song is the story, sure. You guys ready? Story of the shell. I don't want it remembering this tale. It is haunted, climbing out of hell. Now I've done it without you.
story of the shelf from Secular Pets. We have a lot more coming up right after this here on Live Lunch.
Happy Valentine's Day. It's Friday, February 14th. The Russian National Ballet presents Sleeping Beauty on February 21st at 6:30 at Madisonville Community College. The ballet group was founded in Moscow during the transitional period of Perestroika in the late 1980s, and the company used their newfound creative freedom to invigorate the tradition of Russian ballet with new developments in dance from around the world. The Murray Women's Club hosts a leap year yard sale and bake sale on February 29th from 8 to noon. Delicious food from the best cooks in town will be available as you browse the items in the yard sale. All proceeds from this event will benefit the Murray Women's Club. And the Hancock Bank and Trust Coffee House Series presents the Barefoot Movement at Madisonville Community College on February 29th at 7:30. The band draws from bluegrass, folk, acoustic rock, and Americana. The Barefoot Movement will sing original songs with interweaving harmonies. See more community events at WKMS.org.
Don't miss your chance to win big prizes and recognition. Submit your original song by March 1st to enter the WKMS Battle of the Bands competition. Prizes include a recording session at Paducah's Time on the String studio, a main stage appearance at the Lowertown Festival, and more. Details at WKMS.org.
Stop your messing around. Better think of your future.
We appreciate support for Live Lunch from Paducah's Just Hamburgers, now with 2 locations. Open 6 days a week, Just Hamburgers serves fresh and made-to-order burgers, fried chicken tenders, sides, and desserts. There is more information about their weekly special burger and more on Facebook at Just Hamburgers. You're listening to Live Lunch. I'm Tracy Ross, and our guest today is the Murray group Secular Pets, a moniker that lead man Tim Payton's been recording under for a long, long time. And Tim, is this next song, is this the oldest song you wrote under Secular Pets?
Yeah, I'd say so. So you mentioned that compilation. So this comes from, I guess, an album, put it out on CDR and on Bandcamp and stuff. I think 2009 or so. This was the first Secular Pets release called the Vicious Monocle LP, and I remember giving it to you about 2009. It was the first album under Secular Pets, and this was the first track on there.
So how does a song change, like with as much time between when you wrote this and now as you play it?
Just changes a lot. I played this song with so many people, with so many of my friends, mostly just these guys, and learning what I like about it and what I don't like about it. Well, the song started as, like I said earlier, just push play on a record on a tape recorder and made it up on the spot and found it later. And if I wouldn't have recorded it, probably wouldn't have it. But it's just, I don't know, adding the bass and drums to it gives it a whole new life and just gives it a new kind of confidence, I think.
Well, cool. And again, the name is
River Death Crisis Narrative.
All right, here's Secular Pets.
River is dying in my living room. I can't guide it anymore. It has me. Now we all have me to blame. Your velvet eyes are softly crying, and I can't mean it, but I'm sorry. river death crisis narrative. I'll never tell it, no, but my mouth just did. Oh, river death crisis narrative. I'll never tell it, no, but my mouth just did.
All right, Secular Pets here on Live Lunch. And Tim, I'm not going to let you come on the air and not at least mention the work you've done at Terrapin Station to bring live musicians from all over North America, I guess, to Murray. How did you pull that off?
Just word of mouth, naturally. Just people meeting good folks that knew other good folks that knew other good folks. And just it's been about a decade of having shows up there at night. The store's always had in-store performances, but as far as like having live shows at night, been about a decade. And just meeting people that knew other talented people and were interested in doing it, coming and playing live music for, I think, is the right reasons, and doing it kind of on a DIY scale.
And it happens sometimes multiple nights a week, right?
Sometimes we do it 3 times a week. I think the most we've done is 4 times a week, but anywhere from 1 to 3 times a week. Yeah, we had one last night.
And the Facebook page, Terrapin's Facebook page, that's usually the best place if people are interested in
I try
hearing.
to plug it there. My own personal pages, and we have Terrapin has Instagram as well and all that. So, yeah, and I try to just spread it word of mouth as well. Let people know. We kind of have a built-in crowd that comes out. So
Cool. It's
pretty special.
What do you want to play for us next?
Let's see. What do we have here? Let's play a song called William James. You guys ready?
Just holding on to the floor, but the floor's not here anymore, so float at your own pace. Apologize for your brain's mistakes, 'cause it's okay to explain what we can't explain. This distance at close range will teach us everything. To sneak through the mirage, you must falsify the espionage, and there's a death parade. It is marched right through your veins, but like you said, it's just a dream embrace that stays forever in place. You handed me the grenade. This time it wasn't fake. To sneak through the mirage, you must falsify the espionage, and there's a death parade. And it is marched right through your veins, but like you said, it's just a dream embrace that stays forever in place.
All right, Secular Pets here on Live Lunch.
All right, next song, let's do about Vulture Birdhouse. All right. Wishing down both legs in the vulture birdhouse. Wishing down both legs in the vulture birdhouse. I don't see you the way I want to. I don't see you my way, but you'll get there someday. Honey, don't you be afraid. Wishing down both legs in the vulture birdhouse. Wishing down both legs in the vulture birdhouse. I don't see you the way I want to. I don't see you my way, but you'll get there someday. Honey, don't you be afraid. I don't see you the way I want to. I don't see you. Let's do one called Science Angels. How about that? Y'all ready? Oh, little science angels, how you curse at what has been, drifting through a negative meadow of dishonest hymns. Oh, little science angels, I hear your worries clear, way out in the foggy ions of this moment here. Sometimes I think of you when I run out of places to be, and I, like you, continue to question it. Breathe through this irony.
Secular Pets here on Live Lunch. Tim, are all the songs you've played today on the upcoming record?
Yes. Yep. I think we're gonna play. Looks like all but one on the new album. Yeah, and it should be out. We just got actually the masters a couple days ago. Very excited. So it's finally in, and hopefully a summer release. It's gonna be put out on Slew Water Records, which is labeled by Tim Johns and S.G. Goodman, here formerly of the Savage Radley, and she produced it. Also recorded and engineered by Kate Haldrup in Nashville. Excellent excellent work by her. So just had a lot of really good people around me and friends and the family, really.
So since you've heard the final masters, I guess the real hard work is done, and now it's just actually making that product actually available to everyone.
Right. Yeah. Got to get the art going. I've got some buddies working on some animated videos, some weird psychedelic stuff, and yeah, really excited though. It's been a long time coming, and yeah, just yesterday I drove around and listened to the final masters, and it was kind of surreal to hear it all. You know, some of these songs are 11, 12 years old, so it was cool to hear them, you know, just how I've been hearing them in my head, you know, for a long time.
And did you say Stephen and Matthew are both on the record?
Absolutely, yeah, and they do, you know, they play bass and drums, but they all do a lot more too. You know, Matt plays lead guitar on it, and Stephen did percussion and some keys, and Matt did keys.
And was anybody else involved on the record?
Yeah, SG Goodman, she does some vocal, couple tracks. She does some backing vocals, and yeah, just really excited for people to hear it.
Well, I think we have time for one more before the break. What are you going to play for us?
Let's see. Let's do one called And Tentacles. Actually, I lied. This one is not on the album, so
okay,
this one won't be on the album.
You're hearing Live Lunch. Today we're listening to Secular Pets, and we have one more set coming up right after this here on Murray State's 91.3 WKMS.
Happy Valentine's Day. It's Friday, February 14th. The Russian National Ballet presents Sleeping Beauty on February 21st at 6:30 at Madisonville Community College. The ballet group was founded in Moscow during the transitional period of Perestroika in the late 1980s, and the company used their newfound creative freedom to invigorate the tradition of Russian ballet with new developments in dance from around the world. The Murray Women's Club hosts a leap year yard sale and bake sale on February 29th from 8 to noon. Delicious food from the best cooks in town will be available as you browse the items in the yard sale. All proceeds from this event will benefit the Murray Women's Club. And the Hancock Bank and Trust Coffee House Series presents the Barefoot Movement at Madisonville Community College on February 29th at 7:30. The band draws from bluegrass, folk, acoustic rock, and Americana. The Barefoot Movement will sing original songs with interweaving harmonies. See more community events at WKMS.org.
Don't miss your chance to win big prizes and recognition. Submit your original song by March 1st to enter the WKMS Battle of the Bands competition. Prizes include a recording session at Paducah's Time on the String studio, a main stage appearance at the Lowertown Festival, and more. Details at WKMS.org.
Stop your messing around. Better think of your future.
In the aftermath of Hurricane Maria, Tesla and Google stepped up to restore electricity and internet service to Puerto Rico, a job the government would usually do. I'm Ira Flato. This week on Science Friday, we'll talk about how many tech companies have outgrown the tech label and morphed into something larger. The rise of the net state on Science Friday from WNYC Studios. Listen Friday afternoon from 1 to 3 on WKMS, celebrating 50 years on the air.
Support for Live Lunch comes from Just Hamburgers, now with 2 locations in Paducah. Serving fresh-made burgers, sides, and more, Just Hamburgers also features a different burger weekly. This week it's the Shipwreck, a double burger topped with pepper jack cheese, grilled pineapple, and chopped green onions. On Facebook at Just Hamburgers. You're listening to Live Lunch here on WKMS on this Valentine's Day. I'm Tracy Ross, and our guests are Secular Pets, a group led by Tim Payton, longtime Murray musician. And Tim, I think for a lot of people, the first thing they're going to think of is you playing guitar in Quail Bones, a psych surf band. Is that a fair description of that music?
Something like that. Weird, garage, punk, rock and roll, psychedelic, just some weird, loud, fun rock and roll stuff. Matt also was in it. And then shared members also, Steve and I, for a couple years, played in a band called Cocoonitude, which had a similar sound, and that was a whole lot of fun.
So is it odd for you, because, I mean, precious is a word that comes to mind. This is a very intimate kind of hushed vocal performance that you do here. Is this Sure. Are you aware of how much more vulnerable you are and how much closer to the audience than when you were just railing away in other bands?
Oh, sure. Yeah, so I think this project probably existed so I could use one half of my brain to balance out so I could rail away in the other, I think. But yeah, this is kind of my therapy project, I would say. It's therapeutic playing with these guys and all that.
This sounds absolutely wonderful, Tim.
Thank you.
What do you want to lead off this final set with?
Let's see. You asked me a couple months ago when we rescheduled this, I think you said, are you going to do a love song cover for Valentine's Day? And we are. So this is True Love Will Find You in the End by Daniel Johnston.
All right.
True love will find you in the end. You'll find out just who was your friend. Don't be sad, I know you will. But don't give up until true love will find you in the end. This is a promise with a catch. Only if you're looking can you find you. 'Cause true love is searching too. But how can it recognize you unless you step out into the light? Don't be sad, I know you will. But don't give up until
That was an unexpected cover, Tim. I know we all love Daniel Johnston. We lost him within the last year.
The late, great Daniel Johnston, which was
The name of a comp.
the title of his his greatest hits compilation, with him holding flowers, with looking at his gravestone. What a guy.
Beautiful stuff.
Thank you.
Appropriate for Valentine's Day.
Thank you.
All right, what do you got next?
Let's see, what do we got? Let's do. We're gonna do an instrumental. It's called Time Powder. Something like that.
You're hearing Live Lunch with Secular Pets. Tim, is a song an instrumental because you can't think of words to go with it, or because words would just get in the way of it?
So that song there in particular, I've tried. That's another song that I've been playing. Heck, Matt, you and I used to sit out on the sidewalk over at the old, the old Zach's building, the bike shop now. When I lived up there, Matt and I would sit out and just play that on the sidewalk together with two guitars. And tried a few times to find words for it here and there, but just never felt right. So
Sounded pretty good without words.
thank you. Thank you. Do a little tune in here.
Our next live lunch is Wayne Harper. He'll be on March 6th with a full band, so that will be interesting. We're listening to Secular Pets today, a record coming out probably in the summer, and I think we're hearing just about all of it today.
Yep. All but one song, I believe. So yeah, this next song, it's a fun one, kind of silly. Don't really have, not really, just fun. And we came up with the words together. I think we were in Paducah. We were just walking around. We came up with this little riff. It's kind of fun. I was thinking, yeah, it's kind of like a psychedelic Chevy truck commercial riff or something. And we were just kind of walking around. What was 4th of July, right? Yeah. And we're like, what can we sing with a song? And we just kept singing silly stuff. And this is what we came up with. So, you ready? The song's called "Smuggle Something." Smuggle something in your brain. Huffing, puffing, dreamy nothing, punching through the crowd, okay. Smuggle something in your brain. Wow! Huffing, puffing, dreamy nothing, punching through the crown, okay.
Pretty catchy.
It's something.
So you labor and labor for months on some songs, and then some just hit you in the head, right?
Yeah, I think I was messing around with it in the morning, and we had practice that night, and I was like, what do you think, guys? And they're like, oh, yeah. Pretty silly. Got time for one more?
One or two. Yeah, you're actually going to get through your whole playlist, I think.
All right. Let me get back in old standard here. Thanks so much for having us. It's really an honor to be here. And growing up listening to the station, and I would not be the person I am if not for this station, for sure.
Well,
it changed my brain when I was a teenager listening to Beyond the Edge and all the great programs here. So
I think it's fair to say, Tim, that Murray's music scene would not be what it is today without you. So,
hey, right back at you, Tracy. All right. This one's called Yearbook 2000, and it is for our brother. You help me breathe. You help me breathe. Every name inside the yearbook for you I'll read. You help me breathe. You help me breathe. Every name inside the yearbook for you I'll read. You help me breathe. You help me breathe. Every name inside the yearbook for you I'll read. One more time. You help me breathe. You help me breathe. Every name inside the yearbook for you I'll read.
Tim, Matthew, Stephen, thank you so much for coming by today.
Absolutely.
That was absolutely a great moving song, and I think a lot of us know who that's for. So thanks so much. Secular Pets, their record will come out sometime in the summer.
Yeah, hoping for May or June, something like that. That would be ideal. I'm thinking that's what I'm thinking. So
Well, great. Well, thank you so much, and we'll see you around the bend, all right?
absolutely. Thanks so much. This was an honor. Thanks, guys, for playing with me too.
Our next live lunch performer is Wayne Harper. He'll be here with a full band on Friday, March the 6th. This is WKMS FM HD Murray, WKMD HD Madisonville, and WKMT Fulton with news and music at WKMS.org. We're part of the educational mission of Murray State University. We appreciate support for Live Lunch from Paducah's Just Hamburgers, now with 2 locations. Open 6 days a week, Just Hamburgers serves fresh and made-to-order burgers, fried chicken tenders, sides, and desserts. There's information about their weekly special burger and more on Facebook at Just Hamburgers. A cold but sunny Valentine's Day. Expect clear skies this afternoon, highs only near freezing, clearing tonight and cold, a low near 20. Tomorrow, increasing clouds, a high near 50. It's 25 in Paducah. 22 in Madisonville, and 25 here in Murray. I'm Tracy Ross. Thanks for joining us today for Sounds Good and Live Lunch. Science Friday is coming up next. Have a great afternoon.